The Lion and the Little Boy. Once upon a time, in a thick and mysterious jungle, there was a little boy named Rayan. One day, while exploring the forest, Rayan stumbled upon a mighty lion, but something was wrong. The lion was hurt and in pain. Rayan, "Oh no, you're hurt!" "Don't worry, I'll help you." Despite his fear, Rayan knew he had to help the lion. He carefully approached the lion and freed its paw from the painful trap. Lion, "Thank you, little boy. You are very brave and kind." Rayan, smiling, "I couldn't leave you like that. Friends help each other." From that day on, Rayan and the lion became the best of friends. They would explore the jungle together, always looking out for each other. Lion, "Happily, with you by my side, this jungle feels like a much kinder place." Rayan, cheerfully, "And with you, I'm never afraid." One day, Rayan found himself in trouble while trying to cross a fast-flowing river, but just when he thought he couldn't make it, his friend, the lion, appeared. "Lion, hop on my back. Rayan, I'll carry you across safely." Rayan, "Thank you, my friend. I knew I could count on you." As they sat together watching the sunset, Rayan and the lion realized that their friendship was built on trust, kindness, and helping each other. Lion, thoughtfully, "You taught me that true friends are always there to help." Rayan, nodding, "And that helping others makes our hearts grow stronger." And so, the little boy and the lion remained friends forever, teaching everyone around them the true meaning of friendship and help.
Freddy and the Floating Forest. Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush valley, there lived a curious and adventurous fox named Freddy. Freddy was known for his sharp eyes and quick paws, but most of all, he had a heart full of wonder. One bright morning, while exploring the forest, Freddy stumbled upon something extraordinary. A hidden forest floating high above the ground, hidden behind a veil of mist. The floating forest was unlike anything Freddy had ever seen. Its trees swayed gently in the breeze, their branches sparkling with tiny, glowing leaves. The air was fresh, and the ground was soft with moss. But as Freddy stepped deeper into the forest, he noticed something troubling. Small pieces of trash were scattered around the beautiful trees, and the once clear stream had pieces of debris floating in it. How can such a magical place be covered in litter? Freddy wondered. Freddy knew something had to be done. He decided to make it his mission to keep the floating forest clean and safe for everyone. Every day, Freddy carefully picked up litter, cleaned the stream, and encouraged the animals who lived there to do the same. As Freddy worked hard, the animals noticed the difference. The trees grew even more vibrant, the stream flowed clearer, and the air became fresher. The floating forest became a paradise, and the creatures who lived there felt proud of their home. They all joined Freddy in his mission, and together they kept the forest safe and clean for generations to come. Freddy taught everyone that the beauty of nature is something to protect, and that each small action can make a big difference. From that day on, the animals made sure the floating forest stayed as beautiful as the day Freddy first discovered it. Greta's Garden of Surprises. Greta the goat lives in a small, sunny meadow. She dreams of planting a colorful garden full of juicy vegetables and sweet fruits. One sunny day, she gathers seeds and works tirelessly to plant her garden. She waters the plants, sings to them, and watches them grow. One morning, Greta notices something strange. A few carrots and tomatoes are missing. She scratches her head but shrugs it off, thinking maybe the wind carried them away. However, every morning, more vegetables are gone, and footprints surround her garden. Curious, Greta stays up one night to uncover the mystery. She hides behind the bushes and sees tiny woodland animals, rabbits, squirrels, and birds, sneaking into her garden. They aren't stealing, they're nibbling on the veggies out of hunger. Instead of being upset, Greta feels a warm glow in her heart. She realizes her garden has become a source of joy for everyone, inspired. She decides to plant even more vegetables and sets up a little sharing spot where the animals can eat without sneaking. As weeks pass, the animals repay Greta's kindness in surprising ways. The birds bring her seeds from far-off lands, the squirrels help her dig new soil, and the rabbits protect her garden from pests. Together, they create the most magical and abundant garden in the meadow. Generosity and sharing not only bring happiness to others, but also create stronger friendships.
Milo and the Lost Treasure. Once upon a time, there is a lush, green, enchanted forest. where the trees whispered tales of old, lived a curious and brave little squirrel named Milo. Milo loved exploring the forest and discovering new things. Milo, excitedly, "I wonder what mysteries await me today. The forest is full of surprises." One sunny morning, as Milo was scurrying through the forest, he stumbled upon an old crumpled map hidden under a pile of leaves. "Milo, a treasure map! This looks like an adventure waiting to happen. I must find this lost treasure." Following the map, Milo reached the entrance of a dark, spooky cave. The cave was said to be home to a wise old owl who guarded the way to the treasure. Milo, nervously, "It's a bit scary, but I've come this far. I must be brave and see what's inside." Inside the cave, Milo met the wise old owl, who spoke in a deep, calming voice. "Owl, wisely, to find the treasure, little one, you must first show courage and kindness. Only then will the treasure reveal itself." Milo, determined, "I can do that. I'll be brave and kind, just like you said." As Milo continued his journey, he found a small fox trapped under a fallen branch. The fox was frightened and unable to free itself. Milo, kindly, "Don't worry, I'll help you. Together we can do anything." Milo used all his strength to lift the branch and set the fox free. The fox thanked him with a warm smile. After helping the fox, Milo reached the final spot marked on the map, but instead of gold or jewels, he found a beautiful garden filled with flowers, trees, and happy animals. Milo, realizing, "This is the real treasure, a place where everyone is safe and happy. Kindness and courage led me here." The wise owl appeared again, smiling proudly at Milo's discovery. Owl, happily, "Well done, Milo. The greatest treasure is the joy you bring to others." Milo returned home, happy and proud of his adventure. He knew that the lessons of courage and kindness would stay with him forever. Milo, contently, "The forest is even more beautiful when you share it with friends." And so, Milo lived happily in the enchanted forest, always ready to help others and spread kindness. The end. The Giving Elephant. In a peaceful jungle far, far away, lived an elephant named Ella. Ella was not just any elephant. She had a heart as big as her body, always ready to help others. This is the story of how Ella taught everyone the true meaning of generosity. One hot day, a little monkey named Milo came to Ella. "Ella, I'm so hungry, but I can't find any bananas," he said sadly. Ella thought for a moment and said, "Don't worry, Milo, I'll help you." She walked to the tallest banana tree and, with her strong trunk, shook the tree until a bunch of bananas fell to the ground. Milo, "Thank you, Ella, you're the best." And with a full belly, Milo danced around happily. Another day, a young deer named Daisy approached Ella. "Ella, I'm so thirsty, but the river is too far away," Daisy said, looking tired. Ella smiled and said, "Come with me, Daisy. I'll show you a hidden spring." Ella led Daisy to a secret spot in the jungle where fresh water bubbled from the ground. Daisy drank happily, her thirst quenched. Daisy, "Thank you, Ella. I didn't know this place existed." Ella just smiled, happy to help once again. One day, the animals gathered around Ella. "Ella, you've helped us all so much. We want to do something special for you." The animals worked together to collect the juiciest fruits, the prettiest flowers, and the softest leaves. They made a beautiful feast for Ella as a way to say thank you. Ella, "Oh, you all are so kind. But the greatest gift is seeing you all happy. That's what makes my heart full." And so, Ella taught the animals that true generosity comes from giving without expecting anything in return. From that day on, the animals of the jungle followed Ella's example. They shared what they had, helped each other, and always remembered that the more you give, the more joy you receive. And so, the jungle became the happiest place on earth, all thanks to the giving elephant, Ella.
Oliver the Ocean Octopus. Once upon a time in the vast blue waters of the great ocean, there lived an octopus named Oliver. Oliver was no ordinary octopus. He had smooth, shimmering skin that reflected the ocean's colors and 8 strong, flexible arms that could reach far and wide. But what made Oliver truly special was his big, kind heart. He loved helping others, even if it meant going out of his way. One sunny morning, as Oliver was exploring coral reefs, he noticed a small, frightened fish named Finley hiding behind a rock. Finley's scales sparkled like silver, but his tiny face looked worried. "Why are you so sad?" asked Oliver in his gentle voice, floating closer. "I've lost my family," whimpered Finley. "I can't find them anywhere." Without hesitation, Oliver extended one of his arms. "Don't worry, I'll help you find them. Let's explore the ocean together." And so began their adventure. They swam through underwater caves, glided past colorful corals, and crossed vast stretches of open sea. Along the way, they met other lost creatures, a timid sea turtle, a playful dolphin, and even a shy jellyfish. Oliver helped each one reunite with their loved ones. "Helping others brings the ocean closer," Oliver said as they swam. Finally, after a long journey, Oliver spotted a school of fish near a sparkling reef. Finley's face lit up with joy. "That's my family!" he cried. As Finley reunited with his family, Oliver felt a warm glow in his heart. All the animals gathered around to thank Oliver for his kindness. From that day on, Oliver became known as the Ocean Helper, always ready to lend a hand or aid whenever someone needed it. Moral of the story: helping others not only brings them joy, but also makes your heart shine brighter. Lola and the Little Lanterns. Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest under the starry night, there lived a kind and clever firefly named Lola. She had the brightest glow of all the fireflies and was always full of ideas. Lola loved to gather her friends on warm summer nights for games and stories, but most of all, she loved teaching them new things. One evening, as the fireflies played hide and seek, they noticed something unusual. A group of lost baby rabbits huddled near a dark tree, scared and unable to find their way home. The fireflies were unsure of what to do, but Lola had a spark of inspiration. "We can help them," she exclaimed. "Our light isn't just for fun, it can guide them home." Lola taught her friends how to use their glowing lights to form a lantern-like path. Together, they lit up the dark forest, forming a glowing trail that the baby rabbits followed all the way back to their burrow. The mother rabbit was overjoyed and thanked the fireflies for their kindness. Word spread quickly among the forest animals, and soon Lola and her friends were known as the Little Lanterns of the forest. Whenever anyone was lost or needed help at night, the fireflies were there, lighting the way with their glowing lights. From that day on, the fireflies realized their light was more than just a twinkle in the night. It was a gift they could use to guide and help others.
The Adventurous Penguin. Once upon a time in the icy lands of Antarctica, there lived a little penguin named Pippa. Pippa was no ordinary penguin. While all the other penguins enjoyed sliding on the ice and swimming in the freezing ocean, Pippa dreamed of exploring lands far beyond the ice. She believed that there was more to the world than the cold, and she was determined to find it. One day, Pippa saw a flock of seagulls flying above the ice. Filled with excitement, she waddled over and asked, "Where do you go when you fly?" The seagulls, surprised, replied, "We travel to lands where the sun shines warm, where the trees grow tall, and the colors of the world are as bright as the morning sky." That night, Pippa lay on the ice, staring at the stars, thinking about those distant lands. "I will explore them," she whispered to herself. "I will find the warmth, the tall trees, and the bright colors." The next morning, Pippa said goodbye to her penguin friends and began her journey. She waddled over icy hills, swam across freezing waters, and faced mighty storms. But through it all, she remembered the seagull's words and kept going. As the days passed, Pippa began to feel weak and lonely. She missed her family and friends back home, but the thought of discovering new places kept her moving. One stormy night, exhausted, Pippa found shelter under a rock. "Maybe I was wrong," she thought, feeling sad. "Maybe the world is only ice and snow." Just as Pippa was about to give up, a warm ray of sunlight broke through the clouds. She opened her eyes and saw a small patch of green grass peeking through the ice. Her heart filled with hope. She followed the grass, and soon, she found herself in a beautiful forest where the air was warm, the trees were tall, and the colors were as bright as she had imagined. Pippa realized that the world was much bigger and more beautiful than she had ever thought. She had discovered that even when the journey is tough, if you keep going, you can find the most wonderful things. With a heart full of joy, she returned to her icy home, where she shared her adventures and the lessons she had learned. Never give up on your dreams, no matter how far away they may seem. Who is happy? In a beautiful forest, there lived many animals and birds. They all seemed happy, But not everyone felt the same way deep down. Charlie the crow often felt sad. He envied the bright feathers of the parrots and the beautiful songs of the nightingales. Charlie, thinking aloud, "If only I were as colorful as the parrots, or could sing like the nightingales, I would be so happy." One day, the wise old owl, Oliver, noticed Charlie's sadness and decided to talk to him. "Why do you look so sad?" "I wish I were as colorful as the parrots, or could sing like the nightingales. Then I would be happy." Oliver took Charlie to meet Polly the parrot. Polly had beautiful green feathers, but she didn't seem very happy either. "I wish I could soar high in the sky like the eagles. My feathers might be pretty, but I can't fly very high." Next, they visited Nina the nightingale. Nina had a beautiful voice, but she wasn't completely happy either. Nina: "I wish I had the colorful feathers of Polly, or the strength to fly high like the eagles. My songs are lovely, but I want more." Finally, they flew up to meet Eddie the eagle. Eddie was strong and could fly high, but he had his own thoughts about happiness. "I might be strong and can fly high, but I often wish I could sing like Nina or have the colorful feathers of Polly." We all have our own unique qualities that make us special. All the animals sat together and realized that everyone has something unique that makes them special. They understood that comparing themselves to others only made them unhappy. "I may not be colorful or sing beautifully, but I have my own strengths. I can find joy in being who I am." From that day on, the animals celebrated their uniqueness and found happiness in being themselves. They realized that true happiness comes from appreciating what we have and who we are. The story of Who is Happy teaches us that happiness comes from within. We should appreciate our own unique qualities and not compare ourselves to others. Happiness comes from appreciating who we are and what we have. Embrace your uniqueness. The tortoise and the hare. In a lively forest lived two very different animals: Harvey the hare, known for his speed and energy, and Tommy the tortoise, known for his slow and steady pace. Though they were friends, Harvey often teased Tommy for being so slow. One day, while boasting about his speed, Harvey challenged Tommy to a race. The other animals laughed, thinking it was an unfair match. Harvey: "Let's have a race, Tommy. We'll see once and for all who is the fastest." Tommy: "All right, Harvey, I accept your challenge." The next day, all the animals gathered to watch the race. Harvey and Tommy stood at the starting line, ready to begin. Bird, referee: "On your marks, get set, go." Harvey zoomed ahead, quickly leaving Tommy far behind. He laughed and felt confident that he would win easily. Harvey: "This race is in the bag. I'll take a little nap and still win." Meanwhile, Tommy kept moving slowly but steadily. He didn't worry about Harvey's speed. He just focused on taking one step at a time. Tommy, thinking, "Slow and steady wins the race." Harvey, feeling confident, decided to take a nap under a shady tree. He was sure that he could still win even if he slept for a while. While Harvey slept, Tommy kept moving forward. Eventually, he passed the sleeping hare. When Harvey woke up, he was shocked to see Tommy ahead. Harvey: "Oh no, I need to hurry!" Harvey raced as fast as he could, but it was too late. Tommy crossed the finish line first, much to the amazement of all the animals. Bird, referee: "Tommy wins the race." Tommy's perseverance and steady pace had won the race. Harvey admitted his mistake and learned an important lesson. Harvey: "Congratulations, Tommy. You showed us that slow and steady truly wins the race." Tommy: "Thank you, Harvey. We all have our strengths. It's important to stay focused and never give up." The story of The Tortoise and the Hare teaches us that perseverance and determination are more important than speed and arrogance. Perseverance and determination lead to success. Stay focused and never give up.